bit tight, but... Or just call me Dawn. That's what everyone else... Okay, Dawn. Oh, I remember you, baby David. I love your profile picture. Isn't that an owl? At least that's what do I have these on backwards? I have them on backwards. No, I'm not a fitness instructor. I just play one on TikTok. No, I'm not. I don't have a NASM accreditation. I could easily teach people, though. I've been in fitness for a long time, and it's not as complicated as people think it is. Well, thank you. I thought you said hanging. Was it hanging? Well, thank you. Click on my profile and you'll see why. Gutter Mafia. Ah. Did I click on the wrong person? I don't understand. Gutter Mafia. Married, met my wife. I'd have to put my glasses on. So why do you have the name Gutter Mafia? No, it me. A lot of effort on those. Actually, I've had muscular legs my entire life. Hey, Wally, how are you? We'll see about that. See if he gets away with it. I'm okay, miss you. I miss me too. It seems like the days just fly by. Seems like I just awakened 5 minutes ago. Now, poof, the day's gone. But I did have a good day. I played pickleball, and I sucked at it big time. But I still had fun. And that's the goal, of course, to have fun and move. I mean, the real goal to me is to move and be active. And I counted that as my cardio today. And then tonight, I did my shoulders. When I say did, I'm rehabbing my right shoulder. It's been messed up for over a year. I've seen orthopedic surgeons, and they can't find anything wrong with it, but yet it's extremely painful. But it is getting better. So anyway, I did my own rehabbing for my shoulder. Because my left shoulder isn't that great, but it's not bad. But my shoulders aren't as defined as they used to be. But hopefully by this summer, yeah, you can't tell. Used to be able to see the medial head, the anterior and posterior head. Now, plus it might be the lighting in here. The lighting is kind of... But tomorrow's leg day, and I'll go to the gym, and I'll live stream probably. What is tomorrow? Saturday? I should buy sleeveless shirts because I always end up pulling my sleeves up. I don't like how it feels for some reason. It's funny how we change. I didn't used to be like that. No, I really overdid it last weekend. Wait, so I have a question for you. Well, of course you can follow me on YouTube. If you especially, please follow me on YouTube. I'm not going to say anything else. I don't want any problems. But if you follow me on YouTube, I always get notifications of any comments. I get them immediately in my email. Can I play Dumpster by Beautiful Finkel? What's your name? It's the same. If you click at the top on my bio, there's a link. It'll take you to YouTube and Instagram and the National Weight Control Registry and my Bloomberg News podcast where I was interviewed about my 110-pound weight loss and maintenance over the last 10 years. But on all social media, and I just joined Clapper tonight, actually. I'm Determined Zone on all social media. And the reason I play music all the time in my live streams, but I need to stop because YouTube blocks my videos from being seen if I play music in the background. Okay, Google, play royalty-free music.
Okay, playing your YouTube music playlist called Happy Music.
That's not what I said. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, play royalty-free music.
All right, your YouTube music playlist called
Okay,
Happy
Google,
Music.
stop. Well, how it will, I don't know what you mean. Let's see, where else? I have it on that. Okay, Google, do you know what royalty-free music is?
On the website upbeat.io, they say, royalty-free music is music that you can use in your
Okay,
content
Google.
by paying for a one-off license.
Play some royalty-free music.
Sure, playing your YouTube music playlist called Happy Music.
That's not what I want it to do. Okay, Google, stop. How will it usually last? I don't know what you mean. What was the, let's see. Hi there, how are you, Bob? I just all of a sudden thought about Bob the Builder and then JJ the Jet Plane, which I haven't thought about in 20 years, 15 years. I don't know why I had forgotten all about Bob the Builder. I actually liked Bob. I liked that. It was a cute little simple show. You are Bob the Builder. And then JJ the Jet Plane. Now I love JJ the Jet Plane. I remember that the blue plush pillow that I had for, was it my middle son or my oldest son? I don't know. But I wonder what happened to that. Unbelievable. Definitely something's going on. The people that live stream that have lots of questions have it a lot easier. But I guess, if I was really smart about it, I would just start talking and just start telling stories about different things. That's what I should do. I'll tell you a story. I remember when I had my first foot and ankle reconstruction in the year 2000. How did I lose it? I lost it over 3 years from ages 45 to 48. And I lost it slowly. And I made very small changes in the way that I lived my life. And such minute changes that it was almost imperceptible, because I felt so battered and beaten up from trying to lose weight for so many decades that I knew I couldn't do it again. I knew I couldn't go on a diet. This time it had to be something that I liked, that I could tolerate, and that I could live with, that was reasonable, not someone else's so-called diet that I didn't like and that I wasn't going to be able to tolerate. So it had to be something that I could do. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Red, I appreciate it. It only took me till I was 45. I'm angry about it still, that I feel like I was robbed, because I sought professional help for years, and I did get professional help, and I did go to all kinds of groups, and I did have a lap band. I have a scar here, so I don't know if you can see it, where the lap band was and the port was, and I used to get my fills and my port to tighten my stomach. Anyway, 5 years passed, and I only lost 5 or 10 pounds, and so I had the lap band removed, because the lap band did not change my brain. It only restricted or constricted the top of my stomach so that I couldn't eat that much. But what I ended up doing, you don't put a lap band on somebody without teaching them how to cope with life in a different way. And what I ended up doing was eating ice cream and cookies and candy and milkshakes and chocolate, all the things that could melt and go through the band. That's what I did. And healthy food like chicken or salmon or anything of any kind of substance, I would throw up. So it was a horrible, terrible design, a terrible way to try to lose weight. But to me, after a great deal of real life experience trying to lose weight, and sometimes I was successful, and I definitely could lose weight, but I couldn't maintain any kind of a loss. And I think the biggest loss I had was when I went to Spain in the year 2000, when my husband won a trip. And I remember I felt like I really had a goal, a real reason. And I lost about 50 pounds. I got down to 200. And that was really small for me at that time. And I have pictures. But then when I came back from Spain, what do you think happened? Well, the excitement of the trip, my hands are ice cold. My house is freezing. I don't like to keep the heat on. I get nosebleeds. It dries my skin out. My nose was just bleeding right before I came on live because of the heat. I'm a very sensitive person in every way possible, it seems like. And so I keep it kind of cold in my house. And it's not good for you. It's not good for your skin. I grew up in Houston, and Houston has a high humidity level. It's really good for your skin to be in high humidity. Moisturizes your skin. So that's the very long story reason that you probably didn't care about, but that's the truth. But as far as the weight loss, it was on my terms. It was what I liked, what I wanted, how I wanted to do it, not someone else's way, not someone else's so-called diet or plan. So that's how I did it. And I know that not everyone thinks like I do, of course. We're all very different. But for me, it had to be mine. I had to make it mine. I'm freezing under a heating pad. Yeah, I don't like it when it's so cold like this. When it's this cold, I want to eat and eat and eat. And it's instinctive. I know it is. I'm very aware. I'm very introspective, and aware and I can feel it. It's like, you know how bears hibernate in the winter. Well, humans want to eat more in the winter themselves. And anyway, I always gain some weight in the winter. And I used to get upset about it. I don't care. It'll come off. It'll be summer before you know it. We have maybe, I don't know, 4 weeks of cold weather left. Was it March 17th? So I don't remember when Easter is, but after Easter is when it really starts to warm up usually. Okay, Google, what day is Easter this year?
Easter will be on Sunday, April 9th.
April 9th. So Easter is in less than a month. Well, if you would have cared about my weight, where are all my, oh, here's some of my pictures. My ex-husband used to call me 2-ton tuna, fat bitch, shut your pie hole, all kinds of things. And I don't know if you could see me very well. I was very heavy here. I don't know why I had on all that makeup. I don't like makeup that much. But you say that, but in reality, if you had a wife that was a size 26, I think you would care. That's me. I was a 26. It's pretty damn big. Look at how huge I am here. You can see my butt. I was enormous. And all I wanted to do was eat. Now, this is when I went to Spain and I'd lost 50 pounds. And I thought I looked great because I was 200 pounds. And I'd lost 50 pounds. I'm not going to show him. But that's after losing 50 pounds. Oh, I definitely had it removed. You can't lose that kind of weight and not have loose skin. I see how massive my arms were. I mean, I was happy because all I cared about were my sons. That's all I mean, I didn't even care. I mean, I did, but my sons were everything. And well, thank you. 26. Well, you say that, but I never had any men that were interested in me when I was that big, that's for sure. It was very difficult to overcome. There's a lot to it. Part of it, I created an alter ego because I have a very strong, even though I'm an introvert at heart, I've become a lot more outgoing since. And I used to not even be able to talk. I was so introverted. I couldn't talk to people until I had girlfriends, my best friends growing up, but I couldn't talk to anybody else. And what was I even saying? But no one was interested in me when I was heavy in high school. And although I wasn't extremely heavy in high school, but I was heavy enough that it was a problem. And because I have a very unusual body type, I guess you could say, I have a very small waist. I don't know if you can tell. And I have a big butt. And imagine that on a much larger scale. Well, do you think pants fit me? There were no pants that fit me. If they fit me in my waist, I couldn't even get them over my legs. I have muscular legs. I definitely have a butt and a small waist. There weren't pants that they made. So I always wore dresses and skirts. And everybody thought I was a freak in high school because I never wore jeans. And that's how people remembered me. To this day, people that I've talked to from high school say things like, "Oh, I just thought you were really feminine because you always wore dresses." I didn't want to wear dresses. I wanted to be like everybody else, but I couldn't be because of my body. So, hi there, how are you? Hey. Do you ever need help with them? I need help with all kinds of things. I had a brachioplasty on both arms and removed the skin on my arms, and I had a 360, which is also called a transverse abdominis, where it went over my C-sections all the way around. So I had both of those done at the same time. 2 very, very major surgeries. Well, thank you, Ocean. I appreciate it. But it was the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. And I've had 3 C-sections. The second baby almost died. I almost died. They had to do exploratory surgery, take my appendix out. And it was just horrible what I have gone through. And then I've had some other really major things that are very unusual happen. And I've been through more than most would ever dream of. And I sure never thought that I would go through things like that. And I'm saying that because losing weight was still the hardest thing that I've ever done in my entire life. By far. My hands are cold. I wish I had some really interesting thing to say about them, but I don't. My hands are just cold. I keep it cold in my house. I don't like having the heat on. It dries my skin out. It makes my nose bleed. You know, it's pretty common actually. Yes, so I can get away with it. That's right, no fingerprints. That's what the real reason is. That's actually what my documentary miniseries will be about. It's murder mystery, true crime. And guess what? I'm in it, unfortunately. Or fortunately, whatever. But it's going to be a documentary miniseries, and hi, New Jersey. I hope it will be on Netflix. I don't know. It might be Amazon. I would think that it would be Netflix. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I can't wait to talk about it. I can't really talk about it right now because then you guys could look up all this stuff, and so I can't do that yet. Yes, I look it. I look so bad. I'm like a kindergarten teacher. I couldn't be much more kind, and I don't look it. Well, I guess I could just do stretches. There's a lady that, you're 63? I'm 57. I wonder, I know that there aren't a lot of people that are older on TikTok. And there sure aren't a lot of people that are older that live stream on TikTok. Not that I've found. There is one lady that is my age. Actually, I think she might be 2 years younger. And she has, yeah, I do. I definitely look 65 for sure. Look, I sure look it. But the lady I was talking about has over 3 million followers, and she's about 2 years younger than me. But she started out on TikTok like several years ago before it got quite as popular as it is. Hi, Jose. How are you? Hi, Mary. Hi, Johnny. I think I'll have some of my special gum. If anyone wants to buy it, it's on Amazon. I guess Barry's gone. That person is... yummy. Good evening, Tony. How are you? I'm 45. Well, definitely a day. Well, thank you. I blocked that very rude person. Oh, really? A pet? No, I would not. I'm very rebellious, highly intelligent, so I would question everything. I wouldn't do what I was told. Those are all true statements. You have no idea. Oh, it's perfect. What's the expression? You better be careful what you wish for. I always thought that was such a dumb expression. Why would they regret wishing for some? I remember thinking that so many times. And then it happened to me. I got something I wished for and thought I wanted so badly. Hola. And then it turned out to not be that great. And I thought about that expression. So, hi, Arthur. How are you? Is your picture in black and white, Arthur? Arthur DC1. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Hey, Darren. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. So what's TikTok like, Darren? Is it pretty... Darren, have you noticed that the view count is extremely low on live streams? In general, it's a generalization. Arturo? Hi, Arturo. I've noticed it, and I don't know if it's because of spring break or... I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. What do you mean? Glitch in TikTok. From what little I know, people are, creators are concerned that, I'm not going to say it, you already know what, and I hope it's not true. They have been